Hello everyone and welcome back to FE6 Death Roulette. We have my good friend Danny here once again.
It's a nice wheel.
Oh,
I was thinking about this earlier, where, like, the Chapter 1 wheel was definitely, like, the most dangerous.
Yes, but now this one's gonna have a lot more
because it's a 1 in 4 chance of death. Yeah.
This turn 1 always kind of scares me. I never really know what to do for this turn 1. Aside from just throw Marcus at it.
I mean, throw Marcus at it tends to be the solution for a lot of maps in this game, and also its sequel.
This is usually where I put my beast supported Adeline and Lance, like here or something.
Wait, they gonna beast support by this map?
I think if they're the only two supported.
Like, legitimately?
I think I've done it with B, but I think I just supported those two and no one else. So I just grinded up their support, so they got every bit of support points.
I mean, they deserve it. Where's Lance?
Oh yeah, Lance went back home for something. Roy realized we left the castle unlocked, so we went to go check it.
You know, honestly, oh wait. Sorry, I had a big fat sneeze. Hopefully the mic was muted for that.
I didn't hear a sneeze. That makes you feel any better.
But honestly, I think that was a wise decision because swords are more accurate, and like accuracy really matters in the binding blade.
Can't have lances around here. Lances are for losers.
I was thinking this though, like not only was it a 1 in 4 chance of death for like everyone who could have died, but like you had a 1 in 2 chance of losing a cavalier.
Yeah.
Like you lost the coin flip is what it is. I think you lost the better cav. I think Lance is better. Even though I am a red cav supremacist, like I think in the average playthrough Lance is better. They're very close to each other, but like Lance is usually doubling. And Alan usually isn't.
Sure. I'm gonna go like this and see what happens. I guess this means I have to send someone to go get Lou's house.
Do you? There's no one threatening it.
That is true. I can just wait and get it at the very end. That house is so annoying.
Do you care about training Lou on this map? Or are you gonna train him on the Eric map? Because like you can just pop him in the forest, and those pirates have like no hit on him.
I might just do that
in the Eric map.
In some runs, I'll send someone up this way, get the house, and there's some javelin calves that come from down here, and they'll just yeet javelins at him from over this wall, or even from over this wall while he's standing on a forest. But whoever recruits him is basically out of the chapter.
Yeah, I don't really like how this map is set up for that reason. I think Project Ember makes a breakable wall. I don't know if they add a brigand, but I think they should. Like,
I'm not really a big Project Ember fan, but they added a door right here, and I appreciate that. Just so you can more easily use the house.
Oh, so then you can send fucking Chad up too, which like lore-wise makes sense too.
Or you could just go in the hallway, open the door, run up and grab him.
True, but either way, like attaching Chad to that house, I think is like a good gameplay story thing. I love it when like design things do gameplay story, but like in a small way. Like everyone talks about like the prison in Thracia, right? And like that's phenomenal. But I like it when it's like a more subtle thing where you like
a little thing.
Kind of, you have to think about it to notice, right? Like what's a good example? Fuck, now I can't think of one.
Suddenly there's no examples.
Suddenly head empty.
We're gonna chip the boars.
Let me know in the comments if you have a good example. I'm such a fucking YouTuber. I'm calling for engagement all the goddamn time. Hey, I can never tell if it's a joke or not anymore.
I never end up calling for engagement anyway, so I appreciate it because I always forget to.
I always feel awkward doing it on my channel, but like, so here's the thing, right? You want to know something fucking tragic about like the calling for engagement thing, right? So I recently did a video that was like, how far are we in the video? I can swear now, right? Yeah, I can swear. I recently did a video that was like a massive shit post. It was called Fire Emblem 1 like equals 1 answer, because there was like this shitty picture doing the rounds on Twitter that was labeled Fire Emblem 1 like equals 1 answer, and it had 24 questions. So I just answered all of the questions. but like throughout the course of the video, I was making the joke that like because it's 1 like equals 1 answer, you have to make an alt account and like the video with 24 alt accounts, right? And so I kept making those jokes. That video got like a third of its viewers liked it, like an absurd number.
Oh wow.
Something like a third to a half of the people who watched that video liked it, and I'm really sad now because like I guarantee you that at least for some of those people, the reason that they liked it was because I said to like the video so many times in it, like as a joke. Like I was memeing about like, don't forget, you're not allowed to listen to this unless you've made 17 alt accounts to like the video with.
It really shocks me how like saying engagement stuff like that really does increase it. It blows my mind that it works.
So it doesn't blow my mind that doing it one time works, right? Because like I don't know about you, but like I'll be watching a video and someone says like, hey, just, you know, if you don't mind liking the video, and I go, oh shit, that's right, I forgot to like this video, I'll go do that. But for me personally, if someone says to like the video like 7 or 8 times in the video, I'll go like, no, you're annoying.
Yeah.
But apparently saying it 7 or 8 times actually helps, because like, you know, at least from that video where it was like a shitpost thing, a ton more people liked it than normally do. Because I think normally like the normal numbers is like, what, probably 10% of people who watch a video like it. I don't know. I don't have like hard analytics for these things. I'm not using YouTube.
New meta just dropped. Like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video.
Oh, but see, I already said that it's going to be annoying. So now people are going to dislike it for you saying... That's the other thing, too, is that, like, I was doing it as a shitpost. Like, I was clearly not actually begging for likes, because I kept, like, throwing on the voice and being like, make your alt accounts. But apparently even that was enough to, like, get more people to like it than... I don't know. It doesn't surprise me that one time does it. It does surprise me that, like, the more times you say it, the more it improves it. So what do you think about this map design?
The start of it is very rough. Other than the house at the very top, I don't mind it that much. Just this very start of it is brutal.
See, I think the start of it is the only part that I actually like. It is definitely brutal, like it's a difficult map, but it feels like fair difficulty, like you have a Marcus.
Very true.
And you're sort of like, you are time pressured in that you're going to get pincered from behind. But everything else about the map, like we talked about how the house is so far out of the way and you kind of just have to decide, like, you're a unit who isn't participating in the rest of the map. But then there's also that bottom right house that, like, is not as bad as Lou's house. But I think if you send an infantry unit over there, they're just gone the rest of the time, right? Like, I usually send Wade over there because I think he's the most useless. But then Wade just, like, even if I'm trying to, he can't catch back up, right?
I'll typically just send Merlin down to the bottom right map.
And then, like, the rest of it is, like, a really windy, long hallway. And, like, you can get clogged up with the calves, I guess, at that choke point, which can allow, like, Merlinus or Wade or whoever you sent down to that house to catch up. So, like, maybe it's one problem solving another problem, but I also just don't think getting clogged with those calves is especially fun when it happens.
Oh, yeah.
And when it doesn't happen, you've just, like, had to send people in directions they don't need to go. I don't know.
Because I can't ever decide who I want to send up to go get Lou's house in a playthrough, because if I just send one of my calves, they can't handle it. And if I send Marcus, well, now Marcus isn't, like, learning Axe rank, and he's not helping in here. Which I guess I find if in here, I don't really need Marcus' help that much.
I usually just send a cav when I've beaten the map. Like, there's no time pressure to get Lou.
Yeah.
And it's annoying to get him, because, like, how many enemies are there up there? It's, like, a couple of soldiers and an archer, right? So, like, it would be one thing if, like, it was interesting and engaging to grab Lou. But I don't find that he, like... Obviously, he benefits a little bit from training on this map. He is a growth unit. But I don't find that it's, like, a big enough deal that I want to go out of the way to recruit him for this map.
Yeah. It's okay.
Like, there's some units that are such good investments. I want to recruit them as early as I can in the map. Like Asvel, for example, is one where like, if I can get Leaf up to recruit Asvel early, I will do it in a heartbeat.
Yes. Just
like if there's a line. Yeah. But like Lou, I'm probably gonna hurt some people's feelings here, but I think he's a little overrated. I think he's a good unit. Like I don't think he's like, this isn't the secretly Lou is bad train, right? Oh my god, Alan.
No,
he's distracted. He's grieving. His C support partner died. So he's grieving.
No, I do kind of get what you mean with that. I used Lou in some recent playthroughs, and his magic does not keep up. It's really upsetting how low his magic is. I think a level 15 Lou has like 9 magic.
I think the more I play Fire Emblem, the more I realize I just am typically not a huge fan of mages. Unless you have to be like really good for me to like you as a mage, like Asvel level, right?
Yes.
Like I really like Asvel. I mean, I like some light mages, but that's usually because of staff utility stuff, like Lysithea. She's not a light mage, but I associate her with it because like Warp and Seraphim are like 2 of her more powerful tools. IMO. So yeah, Lysithea, Linhardt, again, Physic plus Warp. I really like Archer and Molder by extension as well.
Ooh, I love my boy Archer.
Warp. Yeah, for Archer I like him for Slayer. For Molder it's Warp. But like Archer can also Warp because he goes Bishop.
Unless you're me.
Do you send him Sage? Is that the other option?
Yeah, I just like Sages.
Genuinely don't know what the other option is.
Yeah, it's Sages.
Yeah, I like pre-promoted Sages. Like, what's his name? Saleh? I like Saleh.
Ooh, Saleh's really cool. I like him.
I like Nime, if we talk FE6 magic units. I like Nime. It's like the Dark Mage stuff.
I really like Khalil. Like, she doesn't even have staffs, but I really like Khalil.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. She's definitely the best mage in Path of Radiance. But I also think that, like, perhaps also, Boar's doubling?
Yeah, Boars can double 0 AS enemies.
That's so funny.
Pretty awesome. It's gonna be
that
so
speed level up mattered. That speed level up fucking mattered.
It did. Allies that start with 3 AS make me so sad.
Like, that means the speed level up really matters, though. It's like Marcus. The 1 speed level up makes a huge difference.
So true. In my past 2 playthroughs of this game, Marcus has not gotten his speed level up, and it's made me really sad.
I was talking to someone who, like, in an Iron Man, Marcus got the speed level up on Chapter 4, but then got crit and died the same turn.
Oh, that is so tragic.
And it was just like, why?
I love Marcus, but he's not immortal. Make sure I'm just not going to accidentally get him killed.
5, 7, that's 13, that's 12.
And then the other one does 1 more, so he technically dies if he gets hit by everything.
You should probably not put him in range of all 3 of them, then.
Yeah, I can just attack from, like, here then.
I guess technically we're allowed to reset the map, right? Like, it's not an Iron Man.
Like, I can reset if someone dies.
Okay.
I guess...
Okay.
Thinking about it, since we're going to be so short on units, if someone dies, I guess the wheel still gets spun. So I guess I gotta be really careful.
So we kind of want to keep people alive as much as we can.
Because I know I'm going to go ahead and open up the can of worms real quick. Because I know you are a huge advocate of, like, let people die.
I think it depends on the context, though. Like, I'm a huge advocate of let people die, but, like, for example, if I'm playing Thracia casually and Asvel dies on 4X, I'm resetting that chapter.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't mean, like, let everyone die. Just, like, be okay with looking at someone and going, yeah, you're not worth resetting over.
I think it's sometimes presented as, like, weighing your time versus the unit's value. And I think, like, you can approach it that way. I think that's a bit of a flawed way to approach it, though, because it's, like, if you're weighing your time versus the unit's value, you're kind of accepting that, like, Yeah, this is annoying, and I don't want to redo it. I think it's more like, is the unit good enough that you consider them a game over condition?
Gosh.
Holy shit!
That's so good.
Shanna's dying. Shanna's dying.
She's dying.
Oh, let the well see. Wait, okay, we can block that guy from attacking by putting an axe pro like 2 forward, because otherwise Shanna's getting attacked, right? Is she? Oh, she's fine? Question mark?
Oh, she'll be fine. This guy is 15 attack.
Can we trade the javelin to her?
Oh, that's a good idea.
So she gets a little more experience.
Ooh, and we can trade a javelin to you.
Yeah.
So watch this.
No, wait. You don't want to. Oh yeah, never mind. That's fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna use Lot here.
I didn't know he had the hand axe.
And then Wade here to trade her.
Yeah. I didn't know he had the hand axe, so I was like, you've got Walt. Walt will discourage the counter.
All right, I could have used Walt. I already forgot he was a thing, I guess.
It's okay. You were hoping that he would die instead of Lance.
Sure was. Let's see what these enemies do. I genuinely want to see if this soldier goes for Walt, if he has the choice.
He doesn't. He doesn't have the choice though. Walt's on the other side of the wall.
Oh, I mean, the one to the left of
the wall's
that
too
has the javelin.
Oh! Wait, is Boris gonna fucking die?
Oh, he takes 5 from the javelin guy.
Okay, that's good. I thought they were both Iron Lance dudes.
Yeah, that's why he has the javelin equipped. Easy.
Holy mackerel.
Oh my gosh, please stop missing.
No, Boris, you're perfect. Continue as usual.
Proceed.
Continue as usual. Proceed with the plan. No, we got Ellen a little men's staff.
Yeah, because one base magic is kind of sucks. She got a magic level though.
You know, Ellen is so funny because like I'm a firm advocate that the magic staff doesn't really matter on healers. But Ellen is kind of like the counterexample that proves the rule of like, okay, the magic stat on healers doesn't matter unless it's fucking 0.
Yes.
Are you willing to make this risk?
Nah. There we go. Oh, I left the Iron Lance equipped. Teehee, whoops the daisies.
It's okay. It's okay. He'll just get the 1 experience from it. He'll just be based like that.
Let's see. I kind of want to patch.
But like, yeah, Ellen like. I guess also like theoretically the magic stat matters on healers when you're warping, but like if it's a healer who's not your warper, then it doesn't matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think
15, 14. Okay.
15, 14.
Are
you fine?
Because that means Lot's getting a point of strength from his Wade support, so I can put Wade in range.
Oh, true. Do you want me to pull up the support affinity calculator?
Sure. Something
okay.
I'll do, I don't know if you ever tried this, but if I want to see if a support gives hit or attack, go to the items menu and check what your stats are, and then just move out of support range, and you can check what the stats are again. So, like, he has 15 attack, 65 hit, 14 attack, 63 hit. So he's getting 2 hit and 1 attack from that support.
Sure, but I could also just use the support affinity calculator.
I do like those.
And then I'll know exactly.
Oh
Holy fucking! You know, for a challenge run where like all your units are getting killed off, the fact that everyone is getting blessed is actually quite nice because it means it doesn't matter.
I love this unit so much. Lot is one of my favorite FE6 units. He's so bad, and I love him to bits. But speaking of love, I kind of need to heal Marcus.
Like, was the okay? Can I try to figure out the connection you made with love? Is it like Princess Peach uses the love attacks to heal people in Super Mario?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Or did you just mean I love Marcus? And that was the connection.
There was.
And I'm just going too big brained.
There was no
because you said speaking of love, I need to heal Marcus, and like no, I've been thinking about the Mario RPG because the remake's coming out soon. And, like, I'm pretty sure Peach does, like... Peach's, like, magic spells are things like group therapy, group hug, lovely kiss, and they're all, like, healing spells that, like, heal people. Like, group therapy is everyone, and then, like, lovely kiss is just one person.
Is that actually what it's called?
It might be called group hug. I don't remember. If it's not called group therapy, the remake needs to change that, or it's going to be a 0 out of 10 game. Because group therapy is the best name for a group heal that I just came up with. God, if only I was, like, better at programming. Like, I've done a little bit of, like, programming and made shitty games and stuff. If I was better at it, I have all these, like, dumb ideas bouncing around for, like, RPGs and SRPGs that I could be, like, make a stupid game out of, like group therapy.
Yes.
Or, like, so I had this idea for if I ever made an SRPG, right? I think this is a really cool idea for a unit, right?
Uh-huh.
So, the unit's bases are absolute dog shit. Like, dog shit. Terrible. They have 0 growths. Their promotion bonuses are out of this fucking world.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
And so they have to be more than enough to make up for the fact that, like, significantly more than enough to, because if it just makes up for the fact you missed 10 levels, right, then you're really just solving a problem you created.
Yes.
So it has to be like, this unit has 0 growths, but their promotion bonuses are like 25 levels worth of stats or something
super crap.
Stupid. And like that way, but their bases have to be dog shit too. They can't be like serviceable, right? It can't be like, you know,
Good job.
Notably, he got defense. Oh my god, I just realized you have the Archer and the Armor Knight going on their own solo mission.
Oh, it's Doga and Gordon.
I mean, FE6 is the spiritual successor to FE1, like really in a lot of ways. Oh, I'm so glad Walt didn't die now. I'm so glad Walt didn't die now. Boris gets to have a buddy. It's a shame they can't support each other. That's like the one way in which... Yeah, if we ever get an FE6 remake, I hope that they get a support. Because, like, the Archer and the Armor Knight just, like, feel... Maybe it's because of the fucking FE1 OVA, but they just feel like units that should be hanging out together.
I think it is because of the FE1 OVA, and I don't care. I still want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, they're also both benched pretty early. So maybe that's why.
You'll be fine.
I can just imagine the support, like, Walt and Boris talking about how, like, they're both kind of incompetent.
And they both have low move. We'll wait here. Gosh, I am realizing that, like, Alan or Lance, without their support, is not as fantastic as I remember them being.
Yeah. No, they're growth units who really heavily lean on each other's supports. I think that people who think they're phenomenal just support grind in Chapter 1. And I think that people who think they're terrible just never get their supports.
I can definitely see that.
You know what I was just thinking, though? Just, like, not to loop us back to the Doga and Gordon, even though it's the most important thing ever. What if the reason... Okay. What if the reason they're so strongly associated with each other is that archers are also supposed to be, like, armor tankies or whatever? So the idea is you have them stand next to each other in a 2-tile-wide choke point because they're both the frontline tanks. Because, like, I don't know, we see that in... I feel like often in modern FE, supports will be like... Or I guess in modern FE, everyone supports each other. But, like, in GBA and Tellius era, supports will be, like, people who often want to spend time around each other in the battlefield. Like, think the Christmas Cavaliers support each other in most of those games, right?
Yeah.
And... like, all 3 of the Armor Knights support each other. Like, people with similar movement types often, not always, but often end up supporting each other. Even, like, if you look at ones who don't join near each other, right? Like, Trek and Milady support each other because it's a flyer and a cab. They have equal movement, just, like, different effects by terrain. Oh, can we deal 2? Can we deal 2?
Definitely. I guess we can do that. I also want to get rid of you, though. Okay, we'll heal you up.
Why? What's wrong with me? Why do you want to get rid of me? That's so mean! You're gonna hit me with an axe?
I was like, shoot, what did I say? What did I just do?
You said you wanted to get rid of me! You said you want to get rid of me!
No, you make the videos watchable. Please stay.
Well, I can very easily make them unwatchable if you want. Here's my impression of it. Ooh!
Thank you.
It always takes me a little bit to realize the Merc is critting because they do the ding, ding, ding.
They look for just a sec. They're like, yeah, I think we're critting.
That was real convenient. I love Mercs. Like,
me too.
Are we feeding Shanna or Roy?
I'm not sure, because I unironically do want to give a whole bunch of kills to Roy. Cause
yeah, he's the only unit guaranteed to be around all game. Right?
It's kind of like giving resources to Leaf now, where because Leaf doesn't get fatigued, every resource you give him can be used in every map.
Yeah. I will say this, right? Like, I think that Roy... What I mentioned in a previous video, I think it was chapter 1, about how, like, I think Roy's a little bit underrated because of the accuracy in the early game. I do think there's also a counter to it where, like, he's a little bit overrated by some people.
Yes, I see it on both ends.
And... I think that, okay, here's my hot take, and maybe you'll disagree with me. I think that an early promotion wouldn't help Roy, or it would help him, but it wouldn't fix him, right? Like, obviously it would help him. Anything beneficial would help. But I think an early, like, if the story promotion was in Arcadia, right, instead of in, the end of the fucking game, I still think it'd be bad. I still think it'd be pretty, like, if you didn't get, obviously you get the Binding Blade, then that's different, but, like, if...
Because it's not really the promotion that's making him super awesome in the in-game, it's the Binding Blade that's making him super awesome. Like,
yes.
I don't think his promotion's even that phenomenal. It's just a couple of stats here and there.
It's not like, is...
It's not like a Master Knight or FE4 Great Knight promotion.
Wait, FE4 Great... Oh, FE4 Great Knight, yeah, is really good. You know what else is a really fucking fat promotion in FE4? Sniper.
Oh... I guess you're right.
But
in fact, I think in most of the Kaga games, snipers get really good promotion. Like, I think snipers get +2 move in like FE1 and FE3. I think they get
river walking. And river walking. Yeah. Roy gets +4 HP, +2 attack, +3 skill, +2 speed, +2 defense, +5 resistance, +2 constitution, and +1 move on promotion. Which, like, that's not terrible. And notably, like, the skill and speed are always appreciated. And, like, the ability to gain more levels would also be good. But I find that I don't cap Roy unless I'm going out of my way to train him.
Yes.
And it's not like I'm not using him in the early game. Like, I do think that his accuracy and the rapier access, even though it's, like, fuck, I use the rapier on nomads even though it's not effective because they're so dodgy.
Just because it's nice to be able to hit them.
Yeah. So, like, I do think that he should see combat early on, but I also think that that doesn't translate to, like, capping him out unless you're intentionally feeding him.
He doesn't grow very well along with the other units. He kind of doesn't bring anything new to the table, because whenever it comes to five move sorties, you have Deke is kind of bulky, Rucker's fast and gets 30 crit on promo, so he kind of just doesn't do anything, especially compared to other units who are doing something.
The rapier and the fire support are his two biggest boons. But the rapier is big in the early game, and, like, it's less good once you have, like, other ways to deal with Armor Knights and Cavs. Like, once you have units who can just, like, be like, I have a fat strength stat. Or, like, even just you get a couple of Armor Slayers early on, right? Like, Ogier comes with one, and then you get one in a village, and next map?
2.
Oh, last map. Okay.
Yep, it's in the village in the previous map.
And so, like, you have those.
So cracked in this game.
You get the hammer too, which, like, is not good when you get it, but, like, you just hang on to it until you have, like, a axe user with more skill, like Percival. And suddenly, like, the rapier doesn't matter anymore. Like, just use an effective weapon on a high-strength unit. Or use a mage. Like, if you trained Lou, use Lou. If you train Lilina, or, like, if you're based and you trained Ray, use him.
It does suck that the rapier's only 5 might, so it's only 15 might or 12 might versus calves, depending if they have swords or lances.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the other thing is weapon triangle, yeah.
I'm imagining a society or a world or a timeline where Roy has an FE7 rapier, or
oh no, rapier. That's even worse!
Well, FE7 and FE8 have the same rapier. It's just the double versus triple effective or whatever.
Okay. I thought you meant like you wanted to nerf him.
No,
I was just like, my boy.
No, because the FE8 rapier has 7 might, so it's either 21 or 18 might versus calves.
Depending on weapon triangle, yeah.
Because there are no axe calves, and boy, it sure would be nice if there were axe calves.
Well, axe calves are a Tellius thing, so maybe you could play Path of Radiance with the wheel. Oh god.
I kind of thought about that too. I went back and forth between a couple games to do it with, and I should probably do some math real quick. 15, get on to 10, get up to 12, 16, 11, you live. Assuming there's no like cavaliers or anything in range. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about which game I wanted to do this with. The other one I was kind of leaning towards was FE11, because you get a bajillion units in that game too. But a lot of the units feel pretty samey overall. Like, I don't think it would matter if either board or cord died.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of them can use the hammer. One of them can use the hammer.
True.
I cannot remember which one, which tells you how much it like actually differentiates them, but
yeah,
technically, like, one is just strictly better because of that. I guess you can do. I think Cord is the 10% magic growth one too, right? You can go Dark Mage with.
Cord is Cord's the funny one because he has E rank axes.
Lamau.
So he has actually no reason to stay a fighter. I have a friend that really likes FE11, and every time they talk about it, they always mention Cord is the best unit to reclass because he has actually no reason to stay as a fighter.
I'm pretty sure the best unit to reclass is Marcus because then he gets Wyvern.
True.
A lot?
This was calculated.
Buddy? Okay. See, like, I always say my calcs out loud because I will forget them otherwise. And I guess, like, we were just talking and I didn't realize that you were doing the calcs because, like,